So I got some mail from China today, and it's these animated LEDs for the GN drive. It was less than 2 weeks to get here, which isn't too bad. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Bandai LEDs, which, you know, they're pretty cheap quality, but they do the job. They light up green if you can get them to light up without flickering, which you usually have to pull the contact on the switch out so it connects with the battery better with a paper clip or something. But they're pretty expensive for what they are. They're about 15 bucks for this 2-pack. And it's a nice little gimmick that you can twist the drive and turn them on without taking them out of the drive every time. But when I saw these, I had to get these. And I turned on to these by Musasino PLAmodel. There's another channel, a Korean channel, Gunpla channel. And he showed these. His videos are all in Korean. I did some translation magic and finally got a hold of these. So these were purchased from Taobao. So Taobao is like the Chinese version of Amazon, except just a lot bigger. They have like 800 million customers. That's like double the United States population. And I'm pretty sure they're owned by the Aliexpress, the Ali group, which owns Aliexpress and Alibaba and Taobao. So that's where I got these from. And you can see we have there's a 12 LED for the GN drive, the back part that actually spins, and then just a single one for the front. So you can get these in different configurations. You can get one of each, or you can get 2 of each. He has them all listed out on the website on the options. So these have about, the one in the front has like a pulse breathing mode where it kind of dims and gets brighter and dims, it gets brighter. And there's like different variations of that. And then there's like a steady on and then a steady on bright. So I'll show you those first. I'm going to show you just on the LEDs first, because it's kind of hard to see with the lights turned off because the light's so bright. It kind of just floods the line and it's hard to see the effect on this one particularly, not so much this one. But these, the good thing about these is it turned on with a magnet. So this is a rare earth magnet that you can use to turn it on without taking the GN drive out of the actual model. So to turn it on, you just tap it against near the microchip there, and you can see it goes through a little startup sequence and then starts pulsing. And these are much brighter than the Bandai ones. Can we get this thing to turn on? You can see how much brighter that gets. It's hard to tell on camera, but it is significantly brighter. And then it does have a couple different modes. So to change the modes, you hold the magnet near the chip for 2 seconds. You'll see it turn really bright, and then when you pull it away, it'll change the mode. Well, this one actually flashes and then it changes the mode. And you see it has a little bit of a faster pulsing mode, and then it goes to like a strobe, and then it goes to just like a low output on, and then a high output on. And then to turn it off, all you have to do is like a quick, that changed the mode, a quick tap. Oh, it worked. You do like a quick tap instead of like a 2-second hold, and it'll automatically go through the shutdown sequence to turn off. So you can see you can turn it on, and then a quick swipe and it turns off. And this works through the model, so you don't have to take these out. This one's really cool. So this is the one you'd put in the back of the GN drive, by the little window for the GN drive back here that you can see it through. And this basically does like what the perfect grade Exia LED kit does. So it's animated with, I think there's about 7 different modes that I counted you can go through here. So you turn it on just by waving the magnet over the chip there, and it goes to this startup sequence, which is really cool. You see it starts spinning and it kind of gets brighter as it goes, and then it'll go into the actual lighting mode. So this is the first lighting mode. It's like a slow spin with 2 LEDs light up at a time in a triangular pattern while it circles. And then if you hold the magnet over for 2 seconds, you'll see when those 6 lights come on, that means that the mode has changed. And when you pull away, it'll go to the next mode. So this is the same. This is a little bit faster, like a medium speed. Then you can change it again. And this is just like a fast spin. About to go Trans Am. And then this is, then next mode is, it just turns 6 of the LEDs on steady, and then all of them on steady. And then the next one's kind of like a hyper spin. And then I think there's a different next one. Yeah, so this is just like 1 LED each spinning slowly. And then the other cool thing about it is it has like a shutdown sequence too. So if you just wave tap it and to hold it there for 2 seconds, you see it kind of slows down and then turns off. So these were about, I think I paid like $13 for this kit for both of them. And I bought a couple of them, you can see in the background there. Because I have my Kyrios coming and one for an Exia. The Kyrios, though, the sad thing about that is that it doesn't have the window on the back like the other GN drives because of the transformation. But I might actually, I have 2 Kyrios models coming, so I might actually mod one to have some kind of window that you can see the GN drive through. But I already have a kit installed into the Dynames here, so I can show you. So it's hard to see the spinning effect on camera through here. You can see it turned on with the magnet. It's going through the startup sequence. You can see it's getting brighter and it's spinning now. And that's the slow spin. You can see it going faster. That's the steady half on, steady full on, and the hyper spin. So this, for the same amount of money that you would spend on this stupid Bandai kit, you can get some really cool LEDs from China. It's something that Bandai should probably look into making or sourcing from China. Usually the Bandai LEDs aren't really bright enough to show too much through the Dynames' armor plating on top of his GN drive window here. But the cool thing about this LED is it's bright enough that it kind of bleeds through the sides. This one's a little harder to turn on just because of the armor plate there. There you go. So you can see that's just a steady on, which I'd probably leave it on the steady on mode. Maybe the pulse mode, the slow pulse mode. I mean, that's pretty cool. That'll be really cool for Virtue when the Virtue comes out, because obviously the Virtue's coming out next. For when he uses his GN Buster Cannon. That'll be a cool thing if it kind of can be seen through the actual gun when he puts it up against his chest. And then you see if I close the armor hatch here, you can still see it. looks a little better in the dark. So I'll turn the lights off now. I just wanted to show you with the lights on, because it's a little harder to see the animation with the lights off, because the lights just flood the camera lens so much that you can't really see the motion. It just sees a light blur. All right, so I close my curtains, I turn my lights off. You can kind of, like I said, it's hard to see when the light's flooding the camera lens like that. You can see the reflection on my hand though. And you can see on the front here how bright the LED is, and it kind of shines around the armor plate there. So just slow spin. So here's an obligatory rotating shot. I have the LEDs on in the model, and I also have another set on the outside just so you can see what they look like in the dark outside of the model. You see the rotating one on the right there, and the pulsing one on the left. If anyone's interested in ordering these from Taobao and you want me to make a video, a step-by-step guide on how to create an account on Taobao and how to make an order, if you don't read Chinese, drop a comment below. If there's enough interest, I'll make a video. I'll create a new account for you guys, and I'll actually order some more so I can show you the whole process. Shipping is usually it's a two-step process. Shipping will be about $20. I paid for 4 kits, and it's $10. How it works is the seller will ship the items to a international shipping warehouse, which is a separate company, and that costs about $10 US. And then once it gets there, you have to pay the shipping warehouse another $10, and they'll send it to your country. So $20 altogether. Everything's done on Taobao. It's really easy. You just have to be able to read the website, the Chinese. So if anyone's interested in me making a video on that, just drop a comment below, and if I get enough interest, I will go through the effort of making that video for you guys. And excuse the condition of my Dynames. This is a pre-paint build. That's why the GN ribbon cables are missing and why he's a little scuffed up. It's been a little rough getting good paint in the United States right now with the current situation that won't be named. I like to use Gaia Notes first and foremost, and Mr. Hobby second. And all the good colors obviously are sold out in the United States. But I did find a good supplier from Taiwan on eBay, and I was a little skeptical at first. I thought it would probably be counterfeit. So I did order 1 bottle, and it seemed legit. And then I ordered a couple more, and they're all legit. So if you guys are looking for Gaia Notes or Mr. Hobby paints, and you can't find them at your usual supplier because they're all sold out, check out the link in the description for the eBay store. It's called, what is it called? Animetropolis or something like that. Link will be down below. But they are legit, and they have, real Gaia Notes paint. It's not counterfeit. If you're looking and you can't find paints right now, I have several kits waiting to be painted. I'm just waiting for a couple more paints and some thinner in the mail. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think this kit is worth ordering from China? It's only, it was like $12. I mean, you can't really argue that this isn't leagues better than the Bandai kit for $15. If you do want me to make that video again, drop a comment and subscribe so you can see that video when it comes out. So let me know what you think. That's it.